Heard that? Yeah. The Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association presents Ohio County Fair Racing. Ohio County Fair Racing is presented by the Ohio Veterinary Medical Center, Big D Tack and Vet Supply, Dublin Valley Farms, Stable.ca, and Midland Acres. Now let's go trackside for all the action.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Noble County Fair in beautiful sunny Caldwell, Ohio today. This is day 2 of our 2-day presentation over here. Same weather forecast as yesterday, a little bit steamier. We're about 93 to 95 degrees today. No clouds in the sky, hence why we're a few degrees warmer. But we're going to bring you 7 action-packed races on a fast track today. We don't have any changes as of yet. We will bring you those as they come in. We apologize for a little bit of the delay. Just like yesterday, we were waiting for the ambulance to arrive. The ambulance is here. That's why we're a couple minutes behind schedule. But all the other pieces of the pie are in place. We've got our judges here. Same weather forecast as yesterday, a little bit steamier. We're about 93 to 95 degrees today. Great day of racing, and we're going to be in good shape today. So thanks for coming along with us.
Going to be a toasty one, though, today.
Very toasty.
Not too bad, though. We do have a little bit of a breeze blowing up here in the grandstand. We are at the, as you can see out there, the football field here at Caldwell, right in the middle of the track. Had a number of people comment to me today, said, highly unusual to see horses racing down the first baseline and then into the end zone and then to the 50-yard line. So.
Yeah, our track announcer made a great call yesterday. He's at the 30, he's at the 40, so it was pretty neat to see. All these venues are different, and this one's unique as well since we have a football field literally inside of our racetrack, along with 2 baseball fields inside of our racetrack,
and a practice field over there that needs some work on the dirt over there. But we got, if you take a look far out there, is the baseball diamond, and more in the foreground is your softball diamond, and then our football field comes right down the middle.
And I believe in the next couple Fridays, even maybe this Friday, they'll be hosting.
Well, they started last week. I don't know if they hosted last week or not, but I knew the Ohio High School Athletic Association high school football started last week around the state of Ohio. Had some big games, so get some driver changes. Let's listen for those.
Number 1, Lose Boy, will be driven by Derek Wadaker. Derek Wadaker on the 1, Lose Boy. Driver to be announced on number 3, So Artistic. Number 7, Beachmaster Keen, Christian Myers. Turn the page to race 3. Driver of the 2, Love Me Long Time, Derek Wadaker. Driver to be announced on the 3, Dublin's Amarina. Also the 6, Expressive Betty. Scratch number 4, She's A.B. In race 4, driver to be announced on the 1, Prosperous Yankee. Make the driver of the 2, Q Dancer, Alex Hawk. In race 5, a driver of the 3, Sodbuster. Make the driver Alex Hawk. Turn the page to race 6. Number 1, ATI Girls Love Cruisin'. Chuck Bolin will drive. And the driver of number 3, Forever High, Brady Clemens. No changes at this time in race 7. And as I get those additional driver changes into you, I will pass them along.
So there you go. There are your driver changes. Don't forget, you can get a program for tonight at harnessracingohio.com. Horses are coming onto the track for our races today. We'll try to get the driver changes entered into our computer here for everybody. Keep everybody up to date.
Just an update for the locals, too, not to be disrespectful. Me and Frank found out that the local Caldwell team is the Caldwell Redskins, not the Chiefs. So we'll make that correction that we're on the Caldwell Redskins field for racing today. So any of the locals out there that are heard us misspeak about that, we have corrected that. Looks like an extremely fast track today. I'm sure we're going to see the water truck a couple times just to keep the base down. Looks lightning fast, and we got some good flesh here today. Do got a bunch of driver changes. And you heard those. We'll bring those as we go, too, race by race.
Well, everybody and their grandfather put Derek Wadaker down to drive. He can only drive one a day.
I mean, the old days, I have remember watching Ben Hur and stuff where they got between two of the sulkies and stood. And Hervé Villon obviously was brought hot hitter back to the winner's circle standing in the sulky. But very hard to do, so it's hard to drive two horses in one race.
Horses are getting ready for that first post parade.
You can find all the programs on harnessracingohio.com. harnessracingohio.com. You can also watch the view the races live there, but our programs are available. Usually Frank says about a half hour to an hour before first post, and that accesses all the race for all our fairs that we cover. We do have a fair tonight as well, right, Frank? When we're
yes, we do. Van Wert tonight.
Van Wert with the 6:30 post, I believe, or 5:30.
6 o'clock. 6:30. I think I'll double check that though here.
So when you get tired of me and Frank later on this afternoon, you can pick up our other broadcast, Grassroots Horse Racing, up there. So. Bringing you 7 today from Caldwell. We had 9 yesterday of the 2-day meet.
Let's see for sure. I'll give you the official rundown on Van Wert. Today is Tuesday, day 1, 6:30 post time. Tomorrow, we are Canton, 1 card at 12 noon. And then Thursday, we have an 11:30 card at Van Wert, a 12 o'clock card at Canton. We also have one Wednesday at Findlay, too, 6 o'clock at Findlay. So we've got a full schedule coming up.
All 4 horses on the track, post parade.
Trotters are on the first on the track for the first race. Purse of $5,705, first division, 2-year-old colts and geldings. The one is Here's Arthur, owned and driven by Chuck Bolin, trained by James Bolin Jr. 2, A Hill of Bills, owned and trained by David H. Miller. Derek Wadaker's in the bike. Number 3, My Next Chapter, Jacob H. Miller, owns and trains. Brady Clemens gets the call. And the 4, Power Hill, owned and trained by Mike Sowers. Roy Burns is in the sulky. Race 1 sponsored by Farmers and Merchants Bank.
Still waiting for updated tote odds. We'll bring those to you as we have them. We've got a nice compact field of 4 here. 2-year-old colts and geldings. First of 2 divisions going for $5,700. 4 horses signed on. All 4 horses going to the gate and programmed as you see. Let's give you a breakdown of these horses to get a little bit of a feel. The 1 horse, Here's Arthur. James Bolin trains. Chucky Bolin owns and drives this one. The winner, the biggest winner of the field with 5 wins and 11 starts. Lifetime mark 204-1 at Piketon. That came 5 back. This horse made a miscue 3 back, ran 4th. Other than that, has been 1st or 2nd in every start here. Well bet, too, on the tote board.
The number 2 is Hill of Bills. Derek Wadaker drives for trainer and owner David Miller. Couple of starts this year, has not hit the board, was 5th at Woodsfield and 4th at Rock Springs.
3 horse, My Next Chapter. Jacob Miller owns and trains this one. Brady Clemens handles the lines today. 0 for 4 in the season, does have a 2nd place finish. That did occur last time out too at Woodsfield. Prior, this horse was specifically just challenging the Buckeye Stallion Series. So one could argue the fair circuit is a little bit softer, and maybe that's why they moved this horse to this circuit. But a major player here today. Again, we don't have tote board odds, but one of the choices in here.
And the number 4 is Power Hill. Roy Burns drives for Mike Sowers, who also owns this What the Hill out of the Yankee Glide Mare, Mystical Power. 7 starts this year, 3 wins and a 3rd. Was a winner last time out at Woodsfield. by 5 3/4 lengths, trotting in 2:01. Did compete in the Ohio Sire Stakes back on August 14th, as well as the State Fair Finals and the Ohio Sire Stakes back in July as well. So we are ready to go. Let's send it up to Ken Terpenning.
Lined up behind the gate, behaving well as they come off the turn and come to the top of the stretch, and they'll begin to pick up speed for the start of race 1. Here they come. They're off and trotting. Power Hill from the outside, powering up from there. On the inside, here's Arthur. They're getting away there in third, My Next Chapter. Then we come back to Hill of Bills, who could see them all early as they motor to the back stretch here. On the inside, here's Arthur with the lead. Power Hill takes the pocket ride in second. 2 lengths back in third is My Next Chapter. About 6 lengths back. In fourth is Hill of Bills. As they motor up the backstretch and approach the quarter pole, here's Arthur and Chucky Bolin with the lead. They trip that beam to that opening quarter. In 31 2, here's Arthur, has a 2-length advantage now. Power Hill is still second, still sitting chilly in third is My Next Chapter. About 6 or 7 back to Hill of Bills, who still trails as they work past the baseball field and come to the top of the stretch for the first time. On the lead, it's Here's Arthur. Here's Arthur has a 1.5 length lead now over Power Hill. Still sitting on and looking on from third is My Next Chapter. Trying to close the gap up from fourth here in front of the grandstand is Hill of Bills. 103 4 of that opening half. It's Here's Arthur with the lead. Now Roy Burns looks to the outside with Power Hill. And they're going to set to do battle as they go through the third turn and head to the backstretch. On the outside, Power Hill powering up alongside Here's Arthur. Here's Arthur looking to battle on. Here's Arthur and Power Hill. They're dropping the gauntlet down as they head to 3/4. Back in third, My Next Chapter. Way back to Hill of Bills. Past the 3/4 pole. 134 1. They are battling past the baseball field once again. On the outside, it's Power Hill. On the inside, it's Here's Arthur. Who's going to win the slide to home plate as they come to the top of the stretch? On the outside, Power Hill. Here's Arthur looking on from third, My Next Chapter. On the outside, Power Hill still battling. Here's Arthur. It's a ding-dong battle to the finish. Here's Arthur. Power Hill powering up in the late strides to get up for the victory. Here's Arthur second, My Next Chapter third. 2:04 3.
Well, if that's not a way to kick off a card, I don't know how one is. Powerful short field of 4. Here's Arthur, took the lead from the get-go, but at the half, here came Power Hill, and those two ding-dong basically the whole way down the backstretch, all the way to the front stretch. Roy Burns confidently driving Power Hill, just hands held in the lines held tight, right across the wire. Does get up, but a great battle and a great way to kick off day 2 over here. 4-1-3 unofficial.
Roy picks up the catch drive and gets his second win of the year. He was a winner on this horse at Woodsfield on the 21st. So that is now official.
Show 4-1-3. Your official rundown here in race 1. The one, Here's Arthur second, Hill of Bills fourth. My Next Chapter third. Power Hill, your race winner. 2-4-3-1 on the bottom. Time of that mile, 2:04 3. Last quarter in 30 2 for Power Hill.
Waiting on Roy to make his way back around to the winner's circle.
Nice looking trotter. They paid $30,000 for this horse last year at the Ohio Select sale, and they're getting their dividends back as this horse picks up $2,800 today, pads the bankroll to about $22,000. For those of you that are interested, that Ohio Select sale is coming up, I believe, in about 2 or 3 weeks from now on a Friday. I don't know the exact date. I don't have a calendar in front of me, but I got to think like 12th, 13th-ish, something like that.
I'd have to take a look.
Yeah, but that is what I call the unofficial kickoff of Jug Week. It comes right before Sunday's cards. So.
That'll be the Friday before Jug Week, is that? So that'll be, I believe it might be the 13th or the 15th.
At Circleville, the 4-horse made it to the winner's circle with the saddle pad halfway hanging off.
Half a saddle pad.
Half a saddle pad.
Your official winner for race 1.
Sponsored by Farmers and Merchants Bank. Trophy presentation here, blanket here to the winner. Power Hill. Who needs a saddle pad? Power Hill, a 2-year-old bay gelding by What the Hill out of the Yankee Glide Mare Mystical Power. Owned and trained by Mike Sowers of MacArthur, Ohio. Roy Burns, your winning driver. Power Hill, 4th career win, taking the mile today in 2:04 and 3.
Second driving win of the year for Roy Burns.
And both on Power Hill.
There you go. Well, if I'm Mike Sowers, I'm getting ready to drive him from now on wherever he is.
Absolutely. Done a great job. Doing a good job. Roy's been on a circuit for a long time. Good horseman, especially good with trotters. And there you have it. There's your winner. 4-1-3 official.
Official prices as we are having a tote board malfunction here today.
Number 4, Power Hill returning 240 and 280. Win and place wagering only here on the 4-horse fields today. 240, 280 on the winner. Number 1 returning 260 to place. Your $2 Quinella returning $2.40 on the 4-1 combination. And your trifecta 4-1-3 returning $3.
So there you go. There are the mutuals.
Double on races 1 and 2. We have several that are covered here out of the 7-horse field coming up in race 2.
So there you have. Race number 1 is official and in the books. Didn't get past the locals on that one. Very popular pari-mutuel prices. Takes us to race number 2. 2-year-old Colton Geldings. 1 division for all the cash, $11,560. We've got multiple changes here for you, only on drivers. On the 1, Lose Boy, make the driver Derek Wadaker. Derek Wadaker will drive the 1, Lose Boy. We're still looking for a driver on the 3-horse So Artistic. And the 7-horse Beachmaster Keen, make the driver Christian Myers. We score 5 across here. The 6 and 7 will trail. We'll give you a little more insight in this race after these brief messages.
Located in southeastern Ohio, Noble is the youngest and one of the smallest counties in the entire state. Formed from parts of surrounding areas, Noble was officially founded in 1851. Just 1 year later, the annual Noble County Fair would begin. It quickly became one of the most attended events in the area. There were 2 big attractions in the early years of the Noble County Fair. Hot air balloons were popular when the fair was still held in Sarahsville. Records show that races were held and parachuters would leap from the flying balloons. Animals such as dogs and monkeys would also take the occasional ride. Harness racing was the other main attraction. Originally, the competing horses had to be owned by local residents to be eligible. The track was only 1/4 mile long, and horses had to complete the mile in under 4 minutes. The first grandstand was finally constructed in 1922 when the present fairgrounds was purchased. Today, the Noble County Fair in Caldwell is a member of the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. They host 2 evenings of live-action harness racing.
They're often racing in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. Catch the excitement of Ohio harness racing at one of the county fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. For over 150 years, people have gathered at county fairs to cheer on their favorite racehorses. Keep the tradition alive. Visit one of the 10 fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit this summer. Horses, racing, and winning. It's the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. 10 great fairs in southeastern Ohio. At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year. Our expert team of boarded surgeons, sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sport horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Welcome back to the Noble County Fair in Caldwell, Ohio. I'm Don Tiger with my sidekick Frank Froz. We're bringing you 7 action-packed races over. We got 1 in the books, which was an exciting, thrilling finish right at the wire. Takes us to race number 2, and this is 1 division, 1 dash for all the cash for 2-year-old Colt Pacers. We do got 3 driver changes here for you. Lose Boy, make the driver Derek Wadaker. Derek Wadaker will drive the 1 Lose Boy. So Artistic will now be driven by Roy Burns. Roy Burns will drive the 3 So Artistic. And finally on the far outside, which will be a trailer, Beachmaster Keen, make the driver Christian Myers. Christian Myers will drive the 7-horse Beachmaster Keen. We score 5 across here at Caldwell, which means we've got 2 trailers. The 6 and the 7 will trail in here.
In the 4-horse fields, the remainder of the program, races 4.
Right. Got some more changes. I'm not sure if we got them all or not. So,
Only, no show.
but race 3, we also had a couple of changes.
I got all those ones.
Well, let's see if you can just.
Want to go through them? Okay,
Yeah,
race
go through 3 again.
Yeah, race 3, the 2-horse, Love Me Long Time, Derek Wadaker. Derek Wadaker will be on the 2-horse, Love Me Long Time. The 3-horse, Dublin's Amorina, make the driver Alex Hawk. Alex Hawk will drive the 3-horse, Dublin's Amorina. And the 6-horse, Expressive Beauty, make the driver Charles Bolin. Charles Bolin will drive the 6-horse Expressive Betty in your 3rd race.
Did we also have a scratch in that race? I believe the 4?
We do. We have the 4-horse She's a Bee has been withdrawn and will not be participating today in race number 3.
All right, let's give them for race 4 now.
Race 4, we've only got 1 change, which is actually 2 changes. The 1-horse Prosperous Yankee, I have a TBD. Do you have that driver?
I believe the 4 is going to be Christian Myers.
Okay, so we're going to go with that right now. Prosperous Yankee will be Christian Myers on the 1, Prosperous Yankee. The 2-horse Q Dancer, make the driver Alex Hawk. Alex Hawk will drive the 2 Q Dancer in race number 4.
Race 5, I've just got 1 change, and I believe that is Sodbuster. The number 3 will be Alex Hawk.
That is correct.
Okay, and then race number 6, I think we've got a couple of changes there.
We've got 2 driver changes in race number 6. The 1-horse ATI Girls Love Cruising, make the driver Charles Bolin. Charles Bolin will drive the 1 ATI Girls Love Cruising. The 3-horse Forever High, make the driver Brady Clemens. Brady Clemens will be driving the 3-horse Forever High.
And how about that? We have all the changes in that we know of.
And we have them on your graphics board now, so we're good to go.
We hope. Now we got them. We got them. So they are getting ready for the post parade. We've got 7 to go to the post, 5 on gate, 2 trailers. As Don said, going for a hefty $11,500 today.
Waiting on number 3, So Artistic, Roy Burns to get to the track, and then we'll gather them up for a post parade.
Today,
Waiting on 1 more.
we have 1 division for the 2-year-old Colt Pacers, 1 division for the 3-year-old Philly Trotters, 2 divisions for the 2-year-old Colt Trotters, 3 divisions for the 3-year-old Philly Pacers, and the Don Tiger favorite, the Free-for-All Trot. Our leading drivers after yesterday were Christian Meyer, Drew Neal, and David Young II, each with 2 wins. Rosie Weaver and Steve Carter led the trainers with a pair of wins each. Roy Burns picks up another catch drive here in the 2nd. And he will drive So Artistic. He'll look for the Burns Daily Double.
Special shout out to the track announcer, Ken Turpin here. He's done a phenomenal job. We were talking a little bit before the races. He's got a little of influences from Roger Houston, Greg Young, and really have enjoyed his race calls. So done an excellent job, and we're blessed to have some very good Ohio race callers, and Ken is one of those.
Back over to the barns to get hooked up, so it'll be just a second. Stay close by.
As we talked about here, there are two barns, one at the top, at the beginning of the backstretch, and one at the end of the backstretch. And if you have a driver like Roy Burns, who drove in the first and won, had to take his horse back to one barn, and his next drive is all the way in the other barn. So he had to get the golf cart to take him, and now he is coming onto the track with his number 3. And they will get ready to post parade here shortly.
If you're wagering on today's races, 7 horse fields. Number 6 and number 7 will start from the second tier to their trailers behind the horses on the gate.
Nice crowd here again at the Noble County Fair in Caldwell. And as we get set, let's go up to Ken Turpenning for the post parade.
Race 2, 2-year-old Colts and Gelding Pacers. One division here today, purse of $11,560. Number 1, Lose Boy, owned by D. Tahara. Eric Nesselrode trains, Derek Wadaker drives. The 2, Gene Said, owned by Randy Young Stables, trained by Steve Carter, David Young II in the bike. 3 is So Artistic, owned by Samuel Clark, who does the training. Roy Burns gets aboard. Number 4, Lucky Baloo, owned by Hochstetler and Whistlegren. Stephen Harris trains, Alex Hawk drives. The 5, Endless Dance, owned by Nesselrode, Powell, and Ruff. Nesselrode trains, Brady Clemens drives. 6, Stapleton, owned and trained by Terry Thompson Jr., Chuck Bolin in the bike. And the 7, Beachmaster Keen, owned by Bean, McGraw, and Sheehan. Mark Winters is the trainer, and Christian Myers gets the call. They'll do one score and go to the gate here for race 2.
So there you go. We are set to go with the second.
Here's your field. Let's take a little deeper look. The 1 horse, Lose Boy, Eric Nesselrod trains. D. Texera is the owner. Derek Wadaker will be in the sulky today. Nice looking horse coming in front of us in the grandstand. Thinly swelt bet or put together, perfect for half-mile tracks. This horse is 5 starts, 2 wins, 3 seconds, $12,000 in earnings. First or second every week. Has gate speed. The pole position's a good spot for this one. Going to be a good ding-dong battle between the 1 and the 5.
The number 2 is Gene Said. David Young II drives for Steve Carter. This is a well said out of the Always Virgin mare Chasing Maddie, owned by the Randy T. Young Stables out of MacArthur, Ohio. He is also the breeder. 6 starts, has hit the board in all 6, but has not won a second and 5 thirds. Was 3rd last time out at Woodsfield.
3 horse So Artistic, owned, trained, and bred by Sam Clark. Roy Burns Jr. picks up the drive today. 0 for 5 on the season, does have a 3rd place finish and $2,000 in earnings. Looks like this one's still learning the game. One of the rank outsiders today.
The number 4 is Lucky Baloo. Alex Hawk drives for Stephen Harris. This is a Charlie Barley out of Just Thinking by Ponder, owned by Madison Hochstetler and Donald Wieselgren. 7 starts on the year, 3 third-place finishes, earnings just under $5,000. Last time out was 4th at Woodsfield, 3rd at Zanesville.
The 5, Endless Dance, Eric Nesselrod trains. This is his other entrance in the race, and they both look super good here. This son of Dancing Yankee, 2-year-old gelding, 7 starts, 5 wins, 2 seconds, $21,000 already in earnings. This was Blady Cremens' choice of the 2.
The number 6 is Stapleton. Charles Bolin drives for Terry Thompson Jr. of Piketon, who also owns. This is Do Me That Again. 9 starts, a 2nd, and a 3rd.
7, Beastmaster King, 9 starts, 2 wins, 3 seconds, 1/3, $10,000 in earnings. Has to work from the 2nd tier with the 7 post. Christian Myers picks up the drive.
They're at the head of the stretch. The gates picking up speed for race 2. 2-year-old Pacers. Here they come. And the boys are off and pacing on the outside. Endless Dance tries for the lead. To his inside, Lucky Baloo. Further to the inside from that pole position is Lose Boy. Dropping into fourth there, we get Gene Said. Then back on the inside, we come back to Chuck Bolin and Stapleton. And then Roy Burns. And at the back of the pack, off stride there is Beachmaster Keen. As they motor up the back stretch and head to the quarter pole, Endless Dance, Brady Clemens shows the way. Here comes Lose Boy. Derek Wadaker wants the front with a big quarter move. 30 seconds flat to that opening quarter, taking over Lose Boy. Back to second is Endless Dance. In third is Lucky Baloo. And going along in fourth is Gene Said. Stapleton is fifth. Then we come back to So Artistic, and way back after that breaker, just past the quarter pole, still off stride, Beachmaster Keen. They come through the stretch and past the grandstands and shake hands with the fans here in race 2. It is Lose Boy with the lead. On the outside, Lucky Baloo comes to call for Alex Hawk.
1 and 2.
1 minute and 2 flat for that half mile, 1:02. Lose Boy with the lead. In second is Endless Dance, trying to get tripped up here by the teletimer. Third is Lucky Baloo. Now moving up on the outside. Here comes Gene Said as they head up the back stretch and head to the 3/4. Lose Boy still there. Still second. Endless Dance is going to wait. Nope, not anymore. Brady says go. And here comes Endless Dance to the outside past the 3/4. 1:32 and 4. It's Lose Boy and Endless Dance battling on. Third and moving closer is Gene Said. It's down to these three as they turn for home. Lose Boy on the inside. Endless Dance on the outside, flipping to the far outside. Gene Said, but now Endless Dance takes over. Endless Dance. Brady Clemens looks over his shoulder. Bye-bye field. Second Lose Boy. Third Gene Said. Fourth Lucky Baloo. Final time of that mile, 2:03 and 1.
Well, we've had two great openers here, 2:03 and 1. Unofficial 5:12. This was as advertised, Frank. We had these two Nestle Rod entries here that looked to go 1-2 in this race. A lot of action early as Alex Hawk always seems to get these horses involved. I've always been impressed with his driving. He sent the 4 hard to the lead. Strung out the 5, Endless Dance, good past the quarter pole, and power move by Derek Wadaker on Lose Boy to take the lead. Nestle Rod entry sat 1-2, and in the lane, Endless Dance popped and went right by. Powerful effort, drawing away in the lane. Brady was actually even looking over his shoulder, but this is he's got two nice 2-year-old colts here. Again, these are future stars in the making on.
5-1-2 unofficial here in race 2. 5-1-2 unofficial.
And just like that, we're official 5-1-2. While we're awaiting the winner to come back here for the blanket presentation, I'll give you that official rundown here in race 2. The one Lose Boy second, Gene Said third, So Artistic fifth, Lucky Baloo fourth, Endless Dance your race winner, Stapleton sixth, Beachmaster Keen seventh. Checking top down, 2:35, 4:1, 6:7, 2:03 and 1. That final time for Endless Dance.
So there you go, the rundown for the second. Is Brady Clemens gave up the lead, retook it, and then pulled away for the win.
Very powerful effort today. That horse is now 6 of 8 on the season. Very impressive. Has to be sitting up there near the top of the fair standings, too.
Well, I'm not sure, because when I looked today, I did not find him listed there.
Interesting.
So may not have been nominated to the fair championships. But I will double check that maybe during the break.
Race 2 is the 5, Endless Dance. 2-year-old being gelded by Dancing Yankee.
Out of the Real Desire mare, Endless Desire. Bred right here in Ohio by Linda Ebersol. Owned by Eric Nesselrode of Stockport, Ohio, Bo Powell of McConnellsville, Ohio, and Dennis Ruff of Malta, Ohio. Trained by Eric Nesselrode. Brady Clemens taking the driving victory here. Endless Dance taking the time in 2:03-1, his 6th career win, taking race 2. Now Eric is in a 3-way tie for the trainer standing as leading trainer. And Brady now moves into a 4-way tie for the driver standings.
So there goes your winner. Heading back to the barn for a nice cooling bath tonight.
Ooh, they're going to like that.
Yes, they are.
360, 260, 240. Number 1, 280, 360. The 5-1 exacta, $2.80. 5-1-2 trifecta, $4.60. And that early daily double, 4 and 5, returning $4.80.
With those horses to the track for race 3. Horses to the track for race 3, please.
Race 2 in the books, 5-1-2. Turns the page to race number 3. We've still got 5 races to bring you here. Lots of changes for race number 3, so get your pencil and paper sharp here. The 2-horse Love Me Long Time, Derek Wadaker. Derek Wadaker will drive the 2-horse Love Me Long Time. 3-horse Dublin's Amorina, make the driver Alex Hawk. Alex Hawks will be driving the 3, Dublin's Amorina. 4-horse has been withdrawn. She's a B, is a scratch. We will not be participating today. 6-horse Expressive Betty, make the driver Charles Bolin. We'll give you more information on this field right after these brief messages.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Long Tom, Summa Cum Laude, Ready for Money, and Bit of a Legend. See our yearlings at the Blooded Horse Sale August 27th and the Ohio Select Sale September 13th.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigDWeb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Mark your calendar for the new and exciting North American Standard Bred Mix Sale. Tuesday, December 17th at the Mount Hope Event Center in Mount Hope, Ohio. Broodmares, broodmare prospects, race horses, and stallion shares. Pedigrees announced by Ed Teefee and Gabe Pruitt. Online bidding, clean, heated facility. The North American Standard Bred Mix Sale. A live auction to see quality horses with industry-leading pedigrees. Tuesday, December 17th in Mount Hope, Ohio. Entries open September 5th.
Welcome back to the Noble County Fair in Caldwell, Ohio, as we get set for our 3rd race today.
Some good national news just hit the wire. Northfield Park's Tom Aldrich elected to the Hall of Fame today.
Got that? Yep. I'm a voting member of the United States Harness Writers Association. Was able to cast my votes, and Tom did get my vote, and we got word today, the writers got word today that he had been elected, and congratulations to Tom Aldrich.
Very well deserved. He's done a great job at Northfield Park for a lot of years.
I believe 5 totally were elected today. 3 into the Harness Racing Hall of Fame and 2 into the Communicators Hall of Fame.
Horses to the track for race 3, please.
Debbie Little was one of the communicators who was put into the Hall of Fame. The other ones were Robert Bonney and Chris Ryder, the trainer, and Judy Davis Wilson, along with Debbie Little, were into the Communicators Hall of Fame. So congratulations to those 5. Now see, now that shouldn't be allowed, Don, to walk past us with one of those things. You know, that shouldn't be allowed.
You got to bring 2 or 3 of those around here.
11854.
What was that thing, an elephant ear, or what do they call that thing? A Brontosaurus Rex?
Something like that, because it was huge. It was
no wonder why that guy had that shirt on, funnel cake
security yesterday. Yep.
You need elephant ear security around here, too.
So as we are getting ready for race number 3 today, I want to fill you in on who we've got today here assisting us. It's our speed superintendent is John Winkleman. Bill Creighton is our presiding judge. Our clerk and charter is Rod Newart. Lynn Scott Photo has the photo finish duties today. Our friend, the wonderful, the one, the only Brad Conrad taking the pictures, and the Mike Wepkenberg starting gate is kicking everything off for us today.
All-star crew over here in Caldwell today. We're happy to have them join us and thank them for their service.
So 2 are out, waiting on 4 more to make their way to the track. I want to thank everybody who has checked in.
Still waiting for horses. I think since they were dragging the track, we've got a couple out here that are warming up. You know, probably a slight delay before we give you a post parade. Beautiful weather over here today, 90 degrees, sunny, warm, no precipitation. Not many clouds in the sky either, just a nice, beautiful, sunny day. Thanks for riding along with us. We still got 5 races to bring you here as we're in race number 3. Apologize, our tote board is not working today. Ken Turpin, the track announcer, has given the prices along the way. First 2 races, the betting public and the locals here were dead on. Low payoffs, but everyone was getting paid who did bet those horses.
Don, we do have one comment. The folks at Tranquility Nursing Home want to know when Charlie May will be racing again. They are hooked on Charlie.
There you go. We like that. We appreciate that. Friday night, we're in the Sire Stakes final. I keep looking at my phone to see the post draws here.
Well, hey, we know where that is.
Yes, we do. So I have it
down. Hopefully he gets a good draw today.
He's overdue for one.
Yes, he is.
Make sure you're in post position order. Thank you.
Ken Turpenning is our announcer, for those of you who are asking. Yes, we will have the stream on from Van Wert. It should be on both. Matt Clark has done an unbelievable job of working with some of our software developers to come up with a system for us to put them on both YouTube and Facebook. And we are on that today, and it seems to be working quite well. But, Matt was very instrumental in getting that done. Definitely, if there was all-star balloting, Matt.
He would get my vote.
Man, he'd be a first-team Hall of Famer.
First-team Hall of Famer he's the Babe Ruth of OHHA, let's just be honest. He's amazing, does a great job.
Third race, Philly Trotters are on the track. Purse of $11,365. The one is Kemp's Joyce, owned by Roy and Melissa Burns. Roy Burns trains and drives. 2, Love Me Long Time, owned by Joe Nesselrode. Eric Nesselrode does the training. Derek Wadaker in the bike. 3, Dublin's Amarina, owned by Richard Owings. Earl Owings trains. Alex Hawk gets the call. Scratch the 4. Number 5 is Pro Flow, owned and trained by Bill Provost. Christian Myers drives. The 6, Expressive Betty, owned by Powerline Racing Stable. J.H. Miller trains. Chuck Bolin in the bike. And the 7, Miss Clementine, owned by Casey Clemens. Trained by Eric Nesselrode, Brady Clemens does the driving. Reminder fans, number 6 and number 7 will start from the second tier.
And let's go give you your field here. We've got race number 3, 3-year-old filly trotters. 1 division for a juicy 11,365. We've got 7 horses programmed. Only 6 will go to the gate. Both the 6 and 7 will start from the second tier. The 1 horse, Kemp's Joyce. Roy Burns trains, drives, and owns with Melissa Burns. 0 for 23 lifetime. Does have 8 underneath scores, though. 2 seconds, 6 thirds. $12,000 in career earnings. Still looking for that first win, but was 3rd and 2nd last 2 times out, and should hold the pole position and get a nice check in here.
Don, we are under an ambulance delay. The ambulance just left, lights and sirens on, so it's going to be a bit of a delay. So we would like to apologize. They are calling all horses back to the barn. And with that, we will just put up our slate. We will keep the stream live because it becomes too much of a hassle to try to reboot it up. So we're just going to go to our slate. And then we will go from there. And so sit back and...
is there music playing?
No, we want a music. Get ready, because that'll knock us off for sure if we have music playing. So.
I was going to say, maybe you could sing. I'll play an instrument and you can sing.
I don't think that's going to happen. So we'll be back when the ambulance comes back to Caldwell.
This is Ohio Harness Update, a look at harness racing across the Buckeye State. Ohio Harness Update is brought to you by Matt Franklin, Wealth Advisor at Wire to Wire Wealth.
Welcome to another edition of Ohio Harness Update. I'm Frank Fraz. The Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association's annual banquet brought down the curtain on the 2023 racing season. Over 300 people attended the annual event, which was held at the Marriott Columbus OSU. In addition to honoring the top equine performers of 2023, individual awards were presented by the OHHA and the Ohio chapter of the United States Harness Writers Association. The highlight of the evening was the naming of By the Missile as the 2023 Ohio Horse of the Year, the induction of Dr. John Mossbarger into the Ohio Harness Racing
The Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association presents Ohio County Fair Racing. Ohio County Fair Racing is presented by the Ohio Veterinary Medical Center, Big D Tack and Vet Supply, Dublin Valley Farms, Stable.ca, and Midland Acres. Now let's go trackside for all the action.
Welcome back to the Noble County Fair in Caldwell, Ohio. We apologize for the delay. We thank you for hanging in there with us, but we had an ambulance delay. So what can we do about that? Well, Frank and me were playing cards in between hands.
I wish.
I had the better hand every time, so he has no more money left. He had $6 when he got here, and now he's got $0. But maybe I'll let him earn it back before the end of the night. But we're back in action here. We got horses back on the track. We apologize to the delay, but we've got to make sure our equine athletes and our trainers and drivers are all safety first, and we have to have an ambulance on track. And the ambulance was called away for another call to duty, but has now since returned. So we're back to bring you live harness racing action. We had 7 races slated over here. We got 2 so far that we've got in the books. And we're still going to bring you 5 more, and that's going to start with race number 3.
And we had some people that left us to go to Van Wert, and that was fine because Van Wert, they don't start till 6:30, but their stream is up, so I know some people went there, but hopefully they're going to be coming back.
You mean someone left Don Tiger and Frank
Yes,
Frost?
they did.
I do not believe that. I do not believe that. We're welcome to have you on either of our broadcasts, but we're going to do our best to bring you the rest of this.
Scott wanted to know if we were going to get an elephant ear. No, we did not. We had to wait to see because the food is all the way up a big hill behind us, and didn't know how long it was going to be before the ambulance did make it back.
Duty always calls first.
It does.
That's me and Frank. Dedicated folks sitting here watching the equipment, biding our time, making sure that we can come back immediately.
I even went out to the car to get my computer to start typing some more articles and stuff. And
you're amazing.
I just started, and next thing you know, you hear the announcement. So
you are amazing.
We were getting ready to run down the horses in this race, so why don't we do that?
Yeah, let's do that.
They're going to post parade again.
Yeah, we've got a big field here. So we've got race number 3. We've got 1 division, 3-year-old filly diagonal gated trotters going for all the cash here. $11,365. The 1-horse Kemp's Joy. Roy Burns trains, owns, and drives. Co-owns with Melissa Burns. 0 for 23 on the season. No wins, but does have 1 second and 3 third-place finishes. 8 of 23 on the board. $12,642. The inside draw makes this one easy to stick around. Likes to stay trotting. Only has 1 X on the program. Looks to get a slice.
The number 2, they're going to get him going to the gate, so we'll run through these quickly. Love Me Long Time. Derek Wadaker will drive for Eric Nessel Road. This is a long time, 11 starts, 2 wins, 2 seconds.
Dublin's Arena, Richard Owings owns. Earl Owings trains, 0 for 7 on the season. Alex Hawk gets the drive today. Shows a couple X's and one's the rank outsiders.
Scratch the number 4, she's AB. The number 5, Proflow. Christian Myers drives for William Provo, who also owns this Storm and Norman. This is a maiden 0 for 12 lifetime. Looking for that first win. Does have 1 second-place finish. That came last time at Woodsfield.
Expressive Betty, not much to show you. Only 1 start here. Was a third-place effort. $1,600 in the bank. This 3-year-old filly from Expensive Action has Charles Bolin at the lines today.
And Miss Clementine is the number 7. Brady Clement drives for Eric Nesselrode, a winner last time out at Woodsfield. 2 wins, 2 seconds, and 9 starts this year. Let's send it up to Ken Terpenning.
In that second tier. They're coming around the turn. Starting gate, picking up speed for race 3. Here they come. They're off and trotting. Love Me Long Time. Tries for that early lead on the inside, Kemp's Joyce. Then on the outside, Dublin Zamarino will look for a tuck. Then settling into fourth from that second tier start, Miss Clementine. On the lead, Love Me Long Time went off stride. Love Me Long Time made a break, is guided to the outside for clearance. Now taking the lead momentarily, Kemp's Joyce, but here comes Alex Hawk. Dublin Zamarina, the one that warmed up the best here in the score down, looks good up front, gets the lead. Back to second, Kemp's Joyce. Now third, Miss Clementine, about 3 lengths to back of the leaders, 31-2 to that opening quarter. 5 lengths back in fourth. We come back to Expressive Betty. Then behind that one, we come back to Pro Flow as going off stride. Expressive Betty is off stride, but is now back trotting. It's still off stride at the back of the pack. Love Me Long Time needs a long time here to get some love by the fans as they straighten up in front of the grandstand. Dublin Zamarino with the lead by 2-3. Now second, Kemp's Joyce. Third is Miss Clementine. 101-3 for the top 3. And way back in fourth, we come back to Pro Flow. Expressive Betty's following that one. They're trying to get into it. Love Me Long Time. Got a lot of work to do as they motor around that turn. And they head to the backstretch for the final time here in race 3. Dublin Zamarina on top by 2.5. Second is Kemp's Joyce, moving to the outside. Brady Clemens and Miss Clementine moving now third, now second, and heading towards the leader. 133 flat to 3/4, and Miss Clementine trotting up a storm on the outside, draws alongside the leader, Dublin Zamarina. It is down to these two battling it out up front. Back in third is Kemp's Joyce trying to close it up and make a race of it here as they come through the Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Miss Clementine, Brady Clemens opening up with every stride. Oh, Miss Clementine here in a romp. Dublin Zamarina second, Kemp's Joyce third. 204-2.
Race 3, unofficial, 7-3-1. Miss Clementine doing it the hard way from the second tier. Awfully tough to race from the second tier, especially when you're not even at the rail on the second tier when you're 2 over. But this gal sat. We had a lot of horses make miscues in that race. Only about 3 of them stayed down trotting. Miss Clementine was one of them. At the half, she started to make a move, but Alex Hawk was still rolling along with Dublin Zamarina, so Brady just bided his time, didn't move up till the backstretch, moved at the backstretch, made a nice, powerful move, engaged that leader right around the far turn, drew off. Brady was sitting very chilly as they came to the wire. Dublin Zamarina, a nice effort today. When she stays flat, she is awful hard to handle, and she went a long way around for a game, second place finish. Kemp's Joy, Roy Burns held his position and picked up another nice check here with this one for minor rewards. So 7-3-1 unofficial.
Come back here in front of the grandstand. Here's your official rundown for race 3.
Kemp's Joyce was third. Love Me Long Time fifth. Dublin Zamarina second. She's AB scratched. Pro Flow fourth, Expressive Betty sixth, and Miss Clementine, your race winner. Checking top down, 3-5-2, scratch 4, 6-1 on the bottom. 204-2, the winning time here for Miss Clementine.
Race number 3, official 7-3-1. Apologize again, our tote board is not working today. We do still have pari-mutuel wagering. We pick up some information from track announcer Ken as he gives it to us, but no doubt about the winner here, Miss Clementine. That makes it 3 for 10 on the season, 9 for 20 lifetime, and is banked now over $50,000. The Clemens Nestle Road, they have some really nice horses on this circuit, and here's another one for sure.
Well, Brady knew exactly what he had in Miss Clementine, and here he comes around to head to the winner's circle.
Horsemen in the barn area, get your horses to the track for the 4th race. Horses to the track for race 4.
Trackside here to the grandstand is the official winner of race 3. That is Miss Clementine, a 3-year-old Bay Filly by Long Tom out of the Lewis Legacy mare, BV's Legacy. Bred and owned right here in Malta, Ohio from Casey Clemens. Eric Nesselrode, the winning trainer. That's a training double. Brady Clemens, a driving double here this afternoon with Miss Clementine. Her 9th career win. taking the mile today in 2:04 and 2. Blanket presentation by Chandler's Funeral Home and Cremation.
Now this win will help Miss Clementine, sitting 17th in the points, trying to get up into those top spots and maybe have a shot at the Ohio Fair Championships.
The winner returning 660, 420, 240. Number 3 returning at 380 to place, no show payout. And number 1 returning $2.40 to show. The exacta, we have a couple of different combinations here. 7 with any number, 7 with any number, returning $2.80. All with 3, any number with number 3 second, returning $5.40. And the trifecta 7, 3, any number for third, 7, 3 in all, $23.20.
Race 4 is up next. Driver on the 1, Prosperous Yankee, Christian Myers. The 2, Q
So there you are, the mutuals payouts, and we have hit the halfway point in our 7-race card.
We have. The race 3 is in the book. 7-3-1 takes us to race number 4. We've got a compact field of 4. We do have 2 changes here for you. Prosperous Yankee will be driven by Christian Myers. Christian Myers on the 1, Prosperous Yankee. The 2-horse Q Dancer will now have the services of Alex Hawk. Alex Hawk will drive the 2 Q Dancer. We'll tell you a little bit more about this race after these brief messages.
With more than 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. Much of that value comes from standardbred horse owners, breeders, trainers, and drivers who participate in the sport of harness racing. The mission of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is to preserve, protect, promote, and serve the entire standardbred industry in Ohio and beyond. To learn more about the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, go to ohha.com. That's ohha.com.
Do you want your horse to shine in the winner's circle? Feed DAC Oil. It makes a world of difference.
Volstead, Coach K Hanover, Slay, Ohio's top trotters stand at Dublin Valley Farms. Volstead's offspring include Sugar Instead, the 2023 Ohio 2-year-old Trotting Filly of the Year, and 2024 Ohio Sire Stakes winner Jurassic Hattie. Coach K Hanover, the son of world record holder Walner, and Slay, the son of Chapter 7, standing his first season at Dublin Valley Farms. At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year. Our expert team of boarded surgeons, sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sport horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Welcome back to the Noble County Fair in beautiful Caldwell, Ohio. I'm Don Tiger with my sidekick Frank Froz. We're bringing you 7 action-packed races here, and if you did tune in late, yes, we are only in race 4, so you didn't miss much of the action. The main reason for that is we had an ambulance delay. We can't conduct racing without ambulances, so you still are going to catch the majority of our card. So it takes us into race number 4, which is 3-year-old fillies, the first of 2 divisions, going for just shy of $6,000. All 4 horses signed on here are going to get a nice paycheck regardless of where they finish. 1, Prosperous Yankee, will now have the services of Christian Myers. Christian Myers will be driving the 1, Prosperous Yankee. 2-horse Q Dancer picks up Alex Hawk today. Alex Hawk will be driving the 2-horse Q Dancer in race number 4.
Still waiting on 1 to come onto the track. Let me correct myself, waiting on 2 to come onto the track. Number 2, Q Dancer, is out there with Alex Hawk. Currently sits 7th in the points standings.
Sources had a special year, too. 13 of 15 on the board, $26,000 in earnings. Mark a 201 and change over at Athens. That happened 4 back. Been very consistent. Every line on the program shows 1, 2, 3, and lifetime 25 of 29 on the board, $56,000. Nice horse for the connections to own. Nice bargain price, too. Only paid $5,000 at the Buckeye Classic sale for this one.
Cha-ching. That's one of those investments that you'd love to have.
Great investment.
See, and that's, it's funny. You have the auctions and you see prices of $5,000 and then you see prices of $100,000, and sometimes they don't make them to the track.
Yeah, there was a horse online today, sold for $100,000 at auction. Brian Brown had the training. I think it was a Down by the Seaside out of the dam. Pink Cameo, who's thrown some very good runners, was on sale today. Someone called and asked me my opinion on it. I thought it was well priced and finished up at like $17,000 today. So horse bought for $100,000. Connections gave up on it for $17,000 today. So, it's a game, Frank, just like the stock market. Things go up and down.
So it looks like we've now got 3 of the 4 are out. I see a 1, a 2, and a 3. Waiting on the number 4, JP's Babe. And JP's Babe has now made it out onto the track. And let's go up to Ken Terpenning.
Fourth race, 3-year-old fillies, first division purse of $5,990 purse there, $59.90. Pacers on the track. Number 1 is Prosperous Yankee, owned and trained by Sam Clark. Christian Myers does the driving. 2, Q Dancer, owned by Butler & Butler, trained by Melvin Byler. Alex Hawk in the bike. 3, VH Fancy, owned and trained by Tim Van Horn. Derek Wadaker gets the call. And coming out of the turn now, number 4, JP's Babe, owned and trained by Kevin Mead. Brady Clemens having an afternoon here. He gets the call on number 4, JP's Babe. Horses will go do their scores and come right to the gate here for the 4th. Get your wagers in. Don't be shut out.
And here's your runners for 4th race. Let's give you a rundown here. The 1 horse, Prosperous Yankee. We do have a driver change. Christian Myers will be driving the 1, Prosperous Yankee. This Sam Clark owner, trainer, and breeder is 0 for 10 on the career, 0 for 7 this season, hasn't hit the board, has made $4,000. Probably one of the better posts the source has drawn. He's drawn a couple outside slots, looks to stay close and get some minor rewards.
The number 2 is Q Dancer. Alex Hawk picks up the drive for Melvin Byler. This is a dancing Yankee out of the Dragon Again mare, Acula Hanover. Stephen Butler and Eric Butler are the owners. Has hit the board in 13 of 15 this year, as Don told you. Has hit the board 25 of 29 lifetime, 11 straight on the board finishes. Was a winner last time out at Woodsfield.
The 3 horse who will be the main challenger to Q Dancer is VH Fancy, trained, driven, and bred by Tim Van Horn of Malta, Ohio. Derek Wadaker has the lines today. This 3-year-old bit of legend filly, she's got some good credentials of on her own. She's got a mark of 57-1 at Northfield this season. 17 starts, 2 wins, 4 seconds, 3/3. I know a bunch of young men in Malta, Ohio that hope Grandpa wins to get closer to that go-kart.
There you go. Brady Clemens will drive the number 4, JP's Babe. Kevin Mead is the trainer and the owner. This is an I'm Gorgeous out of Big Girl Jeans by Shadow Play. Did not race as a 2-year-old. Finished one as a second-place finish, 4 back in 5 starts this year, and that's the field, a field of 4.
Wolkenberg starting gate, starting to roll on the back stretch. We've got all the horses gathered back there. Probably going to run these next couple races off a little quicker, so if you are on track, make sure you get your wagers in early. If you're watching from home, stay tuned and buckle up, because we're going to bring you a bunch of action quickly as we go through these races since we were delayed. Starting gates rolling. We're going to send it up to track announcer Ken for the call of race number 4.
Pacers line up behind the gate. From the rail out, we have Prosperous Yankee, Q Dancer, VH Fancy, and JP's Babe. There at the head of the stretch, the gates picking up speed, and here they come for race 4. 4 for 4, and they're off. Q Dancer tries for that early lead alongside VH Fancy up from the inside. Prosperous Yankee. And dropping in fourth, JP's Babe. As they make their way around that first turn, Q Dancer, Alex Hawk queued up on front, has the lead by a length and a half over Prosperous Yankee second. 2 lengths back in third to VH Fancy. About a length and a half back in fourth to JP's Babe. They're motoring up front though. Q Dancer with a lead here of a length. Now Alex Hawk getting ready to trip that quarter in 31-1. Back in second is Prosperous Yankee. Third, VH Fancy. JP's Babe is sitting fourth as they motor around that turn. And they'll come to the grandstand side here. On the lead, it is Q Dancer by 2. Prosperous Yankee still second. VH Fancy and JP's Babe in the stretch. And for the first time, Q Dancer on the lead by 2. Second, Prosperous Yankee, VH Fancy and JP's Babe. 1-0-3-1. It is still Q Dancer getting all the calls so far. Q Dancer with the lead by a length and a half, 2. Second is Prosperous Yankee. Third to VH Fancy. We got a tight-knit group of 4 as GP's Babe brings up the rear as they trip down to that third quarter here. Q Dancer opening up. Q Dancer by 4 to the 3-quarter pole. Q Dancer with the lead. Prosperous Yankee second. 1:33-2. As they come to the top of the stretch here through that last turn, it is all Q Dancer. Moving into second on the outside, VH Fancy. Back along the inside, Prosperous Yankee and JP's Babe. But it's a romp here at the Noble County Fair in race 4, day 2, number 2, Q Dancer. VH Fancy second, tight on the line for third. We'll await the photograph. 2:02-1.
Well, that's a 20-second final quarter based on the third quarter time of 1:43. So I don't think that was an accurate third quarter time.
No, probably was an inaccurate three-quarter time.
They were flying. So,
but what a powerful effort by Q Dancer
Q
today.
Dancer is just really stepping things up. 7th in points. That'll move up in points without a doubt. And it doesn't matter who's driving. Q Dancer, Drew Neal 3 back, David Ward 2 back, and today Alex Hawk gets the pilot.
And opening up by daylight, coming to the wire. So impressive effort. 2-3-1 unofficial. Q Dancer now makes that 5 scores in 16 attempts this year, 9 scores in 30 attempts lifetime.
And here comes your winner back around, Q Dancer.
In race 4, your official winner, number 2, Q Dancer, 3-year-old Bay Filly by Dancing Yankee, out of the Dragon Again mare, Alcula Hanover, owned in partnership by Stephen Butler of Salesville, Ohio, and Eric Butler of Quaker City, Ohio. Melvin Byler, the winning trainer. Alex Hawk with the catch drive win. 2:02-1, that final time. That is the 9th career victory for Q Dancer.
Nice crowd in the winner's circle.
Nice crowd in the winner's circle. A nice ovation from the fans acknowledging the nice effort by Q Dancer as she came down the stretch. We've really gained some more fans, too, with a little bit of a delay. We've got pretty much a full grandstand, much like we had yesterday.
A lot of smiles.
Fancy second, JP's Babe fourth. 3-1-2-4. Official rundown here in race 4, 2:02-1 for Q Dancer.
Race 4 is in the books, 2-3-1 official. That takes us to race number 5. We've got 3 more to bring you. Race number 5, we've got one change, Sodbuster. If you like Alex Hawk, he's driving this horse for you, so he'll look to double up in here. No other changes than that. We'll give you more information on that race after these brief messages.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Long Tom, Summa Cum Laude, Ready for Money, and Bit of a Legend. See our yearlings at the Blooded Horse Sale August 27th and the Ohio Select Sale September 13th.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out, Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigDWeb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Do you want your horse to shine in the winner's circle? Feed DAC Oil. It makes a world of difference.
Welcome back to the Noble County Fair in Caldwell, Ohio. I'm Don Tiger with my sidekick Frank Froz. We're bringing you 7 action-packed. We got 4 in the books. We still got 3 to go. Takes us to race number 5. Got one program change for you. Sodbuster will now be driven by Alex Hawk. Alex Hawk will be driving the 3-horse Sodbuster. This is the second of 2 divisions for 2-year-old colt trotters. Compact field of 4. Everybody's going to walk away with a nice purse check here.
That was Alex's second win of the meet. Ties him for second along with 3 others. Brady Clemens with 3 wins has the most, and then it's Hawk, Young, Neal, and Christian Myers with 2 each. Eric Nesselrode leads with 3 training wins. Rosie Weaver and Steve Carter with a pair each.
We've had really nice weather over here, nice fast track, no precipitation. I seem to, every time I come over here, there's rain, but not this year.
Nope.
Sunny and beautiful.
For the first driver to make it to the track when he's in a race.
Another 4 to go to the post here. Short fields.
Let's give Chuck a round of applause as he comes by, as he's coming here with the 2 all-back class. Let's thank him for being on the track on time here. Let's give a big applause.
Track announcer Ken Terpenning having a little fun at Chuck Boland's expense.
Or is that actually at every other driver's expense?
Well, now here's one, okay? That horse is owned by our colleague Jeremy Moore, who does some help with us. Okay. So I was back in the barn, and Jeremy's twin brother Jason, the better looking of the 2, is here. And now this is a brother. Obviously the better of the twin brothers. Gets the call. He lives down outside of Cincinnati in Mount Orb. He goes all the way up to Washington Courthouse, hooks up with the Bolins who train this horse, and then they come all the way over here. And I told Jason, I said, Jason, if he wins, you've got to go to Marietta next week. He goes, yeah, I know. So, But, so Jeremy couldn't make it tonight. He had some training or something, his brother said. But it was a pleasure to talk to the better-looking brother of the two.
I'm sure Jeremy loves that comment. Horse actually scored down very good. I mean, looking at the program, we got a lot of X's out there, but she looks well-mannered today.
And I did ask about that, and he said we went back to the basics. So we'll see what going back to the basics means, and hopefully they can get a line without a bunch of X's on it.
Yeah, these horses are mysteries. Sometimes they put it all together quickly. Other times it takes a long while and a lot of patience.
Looks like we've got all four out on the track now.
Take a turn, Mr. Wadaker. Thank you.
They're going to make Derek Wadaker take a turn, and then we'll be ready. Derek will lead the post parade. He has the number 1.
Last spot over here on the back stretch. He'll make his way around. We'll get you gathered up for post parade.
I'm sure we're going to have the call to the post in just a second.
Fifth race, 2-year-old Colts and Geldings, second division trotters for a purse of $5,705. Number 1 is 80 plus 80, owned and trained by David H. Miller. Derek Wadaker gets the call. The 2, All That Class, owned by Jeremy Moore. James Bolin Jr. trains. Chuckles is in the bike. Charles Bolin. The 3, Sodbuster, owned and trained by Jacob H. Miller, driven by Alex Hawk. And number 4, MJ Zelensky, owned by Doyle Bross, trained by Eric Nesselrode. Brady Clemens, with the hot hands here today, gets the drive. Field of 4 going postward here. They'll do their scores and go right to the gate. Get your wagers in. Don't be shut out.
As announcer Ken Turpin said, they'll be going right to the gate, so we'll give you as much information as we can here. Quickly, the 1 horse, 80 plus 8. David H. Miller owns and trains. Derek Wadaker has the lines today. This horse has been nothing but phenomenal since starting out. Late bloomer here, 4 starts, 1 win, 2 seconds, 1/3, $7,194 in earnings. Took a lifetime mark last time out, 203 in Woodsfield. This horse sat second, popped the pocket, first over grind, drew away by 3. One of the main contenders in here.
The number 2 is All That Class. Charles Bolin drives for James Bolin, who trains for owner Jeremy Moore of Washington Courthouse. This is a nothing but class out of the My MVP mare, Miss MVP. 9 starts, still looking to hit the board. Has had breaks, though, in the last 5 races.
3, Sodbuster, Jacob Miller trains and owns. Also bred this youngster. It's a 2-year-old colt out of by Volstad. Alex Hawk gets the lines today. Sodbuster, no wins yet, but does have 2 seconds and 1/3 and 5 career starts. Couple breaks on the program, but when this one stays flat, always seems to be a factor. Another one of the main contenders in here.
The number 4 is MJ Zelensky's. Brady Clemens drives for Eric Nesselrode. Doyle Bross of West Portsmouth is the owner. Has hit the board in 4 out of 8, 2 seconds, 2/3. Last time out was 4th at Woodsfield. But before that, a couple of 3rd place finishes at Rock Springs and Zanesville.
And there's your field, compact field of 4. They're all on the track. Since we were delayed with our ambulance, we're probably going to turn and go to the gate pretty quickly here. So if you're local on track, you still have probably a minute or so to make a wager. Still got 2 races to bring you after this one. Oh, we're just over the halfway point on our card.
And I hope we don't have another delay.
We do not. For those of us that live an extended drive away, we would appreciate that.
Here we go, the last Savannah.
Wokenberg starting gate is moving. Horses are gathering up the backside, and we're going to send it up to track announcer Ken for the call of race number 5.
Opens, and the gate's in motion. They're at the head of the stretch. The gate's picking up speed for the 5th race. Here they come. Off the gate was the 2, All That Class. Are off and trotting. Sod Buster tries for the early lead from the inside, 80+80. And then we come back to MJ Zelensky trailing the field after that slow beginning. All That Class is having a little bit of issue there as they go around that turn ahead to the backstretch. Sod Buster and Alex Hawk. He's looking to win another one, and he just went off stride. Sod Buster busted it open there and is now off stride. And the last one, the last to vanish behind the scoreboard was All That Class. But as they go around the backstretch here to the quarter, on the lead, 80+80 in 32-1. 80+80 with the lead. MJ Zelensky second. Back to third there for All That Class, who got a little bit of a break, literally, pun intended, when Sodbuster made that break there down the backstretch. And that one's now fourth, though, and coming back on the outside from fourth as they come in front of the grandstands. It's 80+80. That's 160 if I got my math right. Back at second, and here on the outside, Sodbuster busting it back up on the outside past the half to take over the lead. 105-1. Sodbuster finds his way back to the front and opens up by 2 in the turn. Back to second, 80+80. Now third is Miss MJ Zelensky. Back in fourth, All That Class has a motor to the backstretch and head to three quarters. Sodbuster looking like a green grass from home. Got the lead by 4 up top. Second is 80+80. Third is MJ Zelensky past three quarters in 1:35 flat. All That Class could see them all as they work around the baseball diamond and turn for home. Sodbuster's still there by 3. Still second is 80+80. Third to MJ Zelensky and All That Class as they work their way into the stretch. It's Sodbuster! Sodbuster and Alex Hawk on cruise control. Second, 80+80, MJ Zelensky and All That Class. 206 flat.
206 flat for a small compact field. A lot to talk about there. The 3-horse Sodbuster went to the lead, broke stride, had to take all the way back to the back of the field. Probably spotted in about 10-12 lengths. That one re-rallied for the lead and never looked back. We'll have to survive a judge's inquiry. They're going to just double check and take a look, make sure this horse did lose ample ground. So we've got 3-1-4 unofficial. So hold all tickets, but as the judges sort that out. But powerful effort by Sodbuster. 80+8, another good effort there. Inherited the lead up the backside, and even when passed, still fought gamely to hold on for second. In All That Class, Jeremy Moore's got to be pretty happy. That horse stayed flat.
Yep.
Yeah, stayed trotting and picked up a nice fourth place check. Looks like that horse is starting to figure out the game. Takes a while, so I'm happy for those connections as well. But 3-1-4, we'll see what the judges come up with, but it looks like this one lost ample ground. So.
Yeah, went all the way from the front to the back of the pack and then made the big change.
No violation. It will stand as called. 3-1-4.
4-2 will go official in race 5.
Get the rundown here as Sodbuster comes back to the winner's circle.
A maiden no more. This is his first score in 6 starts. 2 seconds and a third, 4 or 6 on the board. Really moving forward, just shy of 10K in earnings. Can't say enough good things about Alex Hawk. That was a very professional drive. Hard when a horse breaks and goes all the way to the back of the pack to be patient. Let's just let the horse get his gait again and then come back around. So nice effort, good drive by Alex. Well conditioned by Jacob Miller.
And here comes the golf cart with the connections. Brad Conrad waiting, as well as our blanket throwers.
Turning back here to the grandstand for that blanket presentation in memory of Mike Crum by Crum and Richards Insurance. The winner of race 5, Sodbuster. A very impressive performance here, making a break down the backstretch off the first turn to come back to win. Sodbuster, a 2-year-old bay colt by Volstead. Out of the Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe mare, Cerise Hall. Owned and trained from Salesville, Ohio by Jacob H. Miller. Alex Hawk, the winning driver. Sodbuster's first career victory. Let's hear a round of applause in his first victory here. Sodbuster establishing a new lifetime mark, 2:06 flat.
Horse wanted to take off with the blanket.
Horsemen, get your horses to the track for race 6, please.
They're calling them out fast. Race 5 is official. 314 Sodbuster takes us to race number 6.
3 Sodbuster returning 11.80 to 20. Number 1, $2.40 on the place. $2 exacta 3-1 returning 18.60. Nobody had the 3 on top in the trifecta. Therefore, the trifecta is a refund. So if you bet the trifecta, go get your money.
Up next, race 6, make the driver of the 1, ATI Girls Love Cruising.
Race 6 takes us to race number 6. We've got 2 changes here for you. ATI Girls Love Cruising. Make the driver Charles Boland. Charles Boland will drive the 1-horse ATI's Love Cruising. On the 3-horse Forever High, make the driver Brady Clemens. Brady Clemens will now be driving the 3-horse Forever High. We'll take a deeper look in that race right after these brief messages.
They're often racing in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. Catch the excitement of Ohio harness racing at one of the county fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. For over 150 years, people have gathered at county fairs to cheer on their favorite racehorses. Keep the tradition alive. Visit one of the 10 fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit this summer. Horses, racing, and winning. It's the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. 10 great fairs in southeastern Ohio.
The future is bright in Ohio. Ohio Sire Stakes, Buckeye Stallion Series, 66 county and independent fairs. Whether it's the Ohio Sire Stakes, the Buckeye Stallion Series, or the county fairs, Ohio has a place for your racehorse. This year, Ohio breds are racing for nearly $23 million in stakes purses. Be part of the winning. Breed, buy, race, win in Ohio.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year. Our expert team of boarded surgeons, sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sport horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Welcome back to the Noble County Fair in Caldwell, Ohio. I'm Don Tiger with my sidekick Frank Froz on behalf of the OHHA. We're bringing you live grassroots harness racing from Caldwell, Ohio today. We've got 5 already in the books. We've got 2 still to bring you. Takes us to race number 6, 3-year-old filly pacers. Second of the 2 divisions here. 4 horses signed on. 2 changes for you. The 1-horse ATI Girls Love Cruising, Charles Boland. Charles Boland will be driving the 1 ATI Girls Love Cruising. 3-horse Forever High, make the driver Brady Clemens. Brady Clemens will be driving the 3-horse Forever High.
Well, Don, don't feel so bad. The ambulance delay has hit Van Wert. They are under an ambulance delay at Van Wert as well, so we want to welcome everybody who came over here from Van Wert. And glad to have you along.
We'll keep you occupied for 2 races because that's probably what it'll take.
Exactly. That's what we've got left here. Just 2 races to go. And glad to have everybody who has joined us. Take a quick look. We've got people watching from the Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri, Wellington, Florida. Glad to have everybody along. Thank you for taking the time and watching some racing here. Jeremy Moore says everything his brother said was a lie. I don't know. I was there. It didn't seem like his nose was growing, so I'm going to have to go exactly with what Jeremy's twin brother said. We've got them watching from Prince Edward Island, Michigan, Ontario, Canada. So we are glad to have everybody watched.
Who will win the driver and trainer title? Just 2 races left.
So glad to have everybody back aboard as we went away for that ambulance delay. And we've got 2 races left to go. And the horses are already out onto the track waiting on 4 of them. We see 3 of them right now waiting on that 4th.
Waiting on that 4th, and then we'll give you a post-parade. Nice compact field here. We've got horses in this race have earned top down 30,000, 82,000, 21,000, 20,000 lifetime. So we've got a bunch of accomplished fillies getting together here to duke it out in race number 6.
Waiting on Alex Hawk in number 4, Windy City. As we've told you, the barns here are at the far ends of the track. There is one of the horse barns. You can just see the roof there. And that is at the right out of the turn as they start heading up the backstretch. And the other one is all the way over there. And there you can see our number 4 getting onto the track right now. There is the number 4 with Alex Hawk right behind the pole, heading towards the lower turn, and we will then get ready for the post parade.
And here we go.
Sixth race, 3-year-old filly Pacers, second division, purse of $5,990. Trophy presentation will be in memory of Gary N. D. LaHue. Number 1 is ATI Girls Love Cruisin', owned by Butler & Butler. Melvin Byler trains, Charles Bolin with the drive. The 2, Frontier Dragon, owned by Hopper, Gray, Chev, and Gray. Trained by Steve Carter. David Young, the second, is up. Number 3, Forever High, owned by Holly Roche. Bob Roche is the trainer. Brady Clemens in the bike. And number 4, Windy City, owned and trained by Melvin Byler. Alex Hawk is in the sulky. 4 to go behind the gate and score. Here in the 6th, win, place, exacta, trifecta wagering. Get your wagers in. Don't be shut out.
And there's your field. Let's give you a rundown here. I think this is a wide open race, very compact. We'll start out with the 1 horse, ATI Girls Love Cruisin'. Charles Bolin picks up the drive today. Melvin Byler trains this horse for Eric Butler and Stephen Butler of Salesville, Ohio. 3 of 17 this year to the winner's circle, but 10 of 17 on the board, $16,000 in earnings. Big win over Carrollton 59, which is a real snappy mile in the season. Last time out, drew bad on the outside, didn't finish great, but outside of that, it's been first or second on all the other lines of the program. A big contender here.
Number 2 is Frontier Dragon. David Young, the second, drives for Steve Carter, owned by B. Harper, K. Gray, J. Sheave, and M. Gray. 6th currently in the Fair Championship points, has hit the board in 7 of the last 8. Overall 5 wins in 17 starts, earnings over $24,000.
3 horse Forever High. Robert Roche trains, Holly Roche owns. Brady Clemens picks up the drive today as Alec Hawk is chosen the 4 horse here. Don't sell this one short, though. Only 1 of 22 lifetime, 1 of 10 this year, but has been racing in some pari-mutuel races. Was in the Buckeye Stallion Series last time out at Northfield. Drew the 10 hole, finished 5th by only 2 lengths. Sneaky line there, looks pretty good.
Number 4 is Windy City. Alex Hawk drives for Melvin Byler. This is a Do Me That again out of the Always a Virgin mare Cinderella Story. Melvin Byler is the owner. Has hit the board in 9 of 14 with 5 wins, 5 straight on the board. A winner, 3 back at Zanesville. Let's send it up to Ken Terpenning.
Quartet of Pacers behind the gate. They're at the top of the stretch, picking up speed. Here they come for race 6. There, off from the center of the track, Forever High tries for that lead far outside Windy City. Back along the inside is Frontier Dragon, getting away in fourth. We come back to ATI Girls Love Cruisin'. As they motor through the first turn, it's Forever High, but here comes Windy City on the outside. They're in a battle up front. Windy City on the outside puts ahead in front. Now taking back to second is Forever High, about 8 lengths back in third to Frontier Dragon. 2 back and forth to ATI Girls Love Cruisin'. 28-2, are you kidding me? Fastest quarter of the 2-day meet here, set by Windy City and Forever High. Wow, they're motoring through that turn and coming to the top of the stretch the first time. Windy City on the lead. Forever High is second. 4 lengths back in third is Frontier Dragon trying to close into it. Fourth is ATI Girls Love Cruisin'. They blaze by that half mile.
59-3.
59-3 for Windy City, putting up all the numbers here. Forever High in second. Third to Frontier Dragon, a closer fourth. ATI Girls Love Cruisin'. They straighten up to the back stretch as I try to catch my breath after that hot half. It is Windy City now on the outside. Forever High. 3 wide for Frontier Dragon and David Young, the second to 3/4. Forever High 1:29.4. Forever High takes the lead. Back second on the outside, Frontier Dragon. Windy City has lost her wind and is now back third. Way back and forth to ATI Girls Love Cruisin' as they cut the corner and come for home. It is Forever High. Brady Clemens on the lead. Smoke them if you got them. Woo! Forever High getting the victory. Second, Frontier Dragon. Third, Windy City. 159-1. Giddy up.
Excitement all the way from all of our races today, but I don't know if it gets any more exciting than that. 59-1, sub 2-minute mile over here. A lot of action in a 4-horse field. You had the 3-horse, I told you in the pre-show, this horse, sneaky line last time out, 5th by 2 from the 10 hole at Northfield. Today, Brady Clemens didn't take any prisoners, went down right down the highway. Really wanted to lead, but him and Alex Hawk were battling hard. He finally decided to grab a little leather and let Alex take the lead with Windy City. Got to the half at 59. Brady's seen enough going up the backside, pulled the pocket, went right by, opened up daylight. David Young clunked up for second. Nice effort with that one. Frontier Dragon for second. Windy City did hold on for third, but powerful effort for Forever High. 1 for 22 coming in this lifetime, but now 2 for 23, an impressive effort, and this horse is really heading the right direction.
You did say sneaky line there for Forever High. You called it. And it'll be interesting to see what Forever High did pay, since the board is not working.
ATI Girls Love Cruisin' fourth. Frontier Dragon second. Forever High, your race winner. Windy City third. 4-2-1-3 on the bottom. 159-1 for Forever High.
Brady Clemens picks up another win, takes over the driving lead again with 1 race left to go. And here comes your winner, Brady Clemens, back around to the winner's circle.
Official winner here in race 6, Forever High. Brady Clemens with the driving triple, and he takes the lead in the 2-day driver, the leading driver standings. This time aboard Forever High, the fastest mile of the meet so far. 3-year-old Bay Filly by Nob Hill High out of the Stand Forever mare, Perfect M Forever. Well, by Holly Roche of Wellington, Florida. Bob Roche does the training. Brady Clemens, the winning driver. Second career win for Forever High. Taking the mile 1:59.1. Trophy presented in memory of Gary and Dee LaHue.
There is your winner, Forever High. As the track announcer said, smoke him if you got him. And if you had him, he is your win ticket here. As Frank said, we'll see if you got any value for the locals on track wagering.
You're going to hand them the announcing right here in a second. So we'll have to wait to see what they've got here. Doesn't look like many people were on the 3.
No, he was the longest shot in the board in the program at morning line of 6-1. So
Official prices for race 6, and fans, I've been told by mutuals, this is a first. Number 3, Forever High, $16.80 to win, $26.60 to place. Number 2, Frontier Dragon, $4.40 in a 4-horse field. Nobody had number 3 on top in the exacta or the trifecta, so both have been refunded.
Wow.
there you
Look
go.
at that.
3 all in the exacta or trifecta gets you the only ticket. So, but nice win and nice place, actually. All week we've seen somebody's been betting a lot of place money here today, or in the last 2 days of the meet, because place tickets have paid an anomaly all week. And unfortunately, their handicapping hasn't been that good because the horses with less amount of money have paid nice prices. So that takes us through race 6. We've only got one race left, and that must be the free-for-all trot. We've got 4 horses signed on here, and we have no program changes.
That's the best part about it. Right there.
So we'll step away for some brief messages. We'll be right back to you at the Noble County Fair.
Cool Winds Farm in Lima, Ohio is a full-service standardbred breeding farm. Cool Winds stands the popular dancing Yankee, a 2-time world champion, along with 2019 Jug winner Southwind Ozzy, a son of Some Beach Somewhere. Cool Winds also stands the royally bred $2 million earning Western Fame. Be sure to inspect the Cool Winds yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway on Friday, September 13th.
Mark your calendar for the new and exciting North American Standard Bred Mix Sale. Tuesday, December 17th at the Mount Hope Event Center in Mount Hope, Ohio. Broodmares, broodmare prospects, racehorses, and stallion shares. Pedigrees announced by Ed Teefee and Gabe Pruitt. Online bidding, clean, heated facility. The North American Standard Bred Mix Sale. A live auction to see quality horses with industry-leading pedigrees. Tuesday, December 17th in Mount Hope, Ohio. Entries open September 5th.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Welcome back to the Noble County Fair, day 2 of our 2-day meet, and we're down to one final getaway feature for you. And we have always the free-for-all as the last race on our programs. Yesterday we had the free-for-all pace, Hillbilly Fairy Tale 1. Today we've got the free-for-all trot. Always love this race for lots of reasons. It's a small purse, but people love to race in this race. A lot of connections. Horses going a bunch of different directions. We've got one mare in this field, 3 geldings, and I always love to look at the lifetime starts. Kahlua Mudside, 68 lifetime starts. MJ's Liberty Valance, 173 lifetime starts. Uncle Joe, 78 lifetime starts. Father Time, 127 lifetime starts. Here's the interesting thing, more interesting, Frank. Lifetime wins, the 1 horse, 7 races. 2 horse, 24 races. 3 horse, 18 races. And the 4 horse, 34 races. So these all horses know how to win. They know how to race. They're going different directions in their careers, some of them hanging on, some of them still moving forward, but regardless, the connections have brought them over to showcase them at our fair, and we're graciously glad to watch them.
They average 22 wins between them. Not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all. Lowest earner in the field, Uncle Joe at $78,000. Highest earner in the field is the 4 Father Time, $191,000.
And you look at it, Uncle Joe did not race as a 7-year-old last year, did not race at all. Had a 17-month layover until got back on the track this year and came back ready to go, hitting the board 5 out of 10, 4 wins. Now last week at Woodsfield had some broken equipment and was immediately going off the track. They tried to push him back onto the track, some of the people out there, because by leaving the track he did not cash a check and did not finish in it. Did go around, but they had ruled that he did go off the track.
So sadly he did not get to pick up his 5th place check. And even though we do this for sport and competition, it's certainly nice to get a prize at the end of the day. So today, if he can make his way all the way around there, at the very least, he will get a 4th place prize.
Waiting for the 4 horses to make it out onto the track. None of them are out as of yet.
For those of us watching our broadcast, Van Wert is in a small delay, so after our broadcast, if you're still interested in some grassroots harness racing, you can click over to Van Wert and pick up the rest of their card.
Checking to see if we had heard anything new there. No, we have not.
What race are they in over there?
It was early when we got that word.
So we get, as in baseball, when the game goes to extra innings, you get free baseball. So you're going to get extra time today because of the delay. So if you were with us all afternoon, you're going to see some more racing if you flipped over to Van Wert since they've had a delay. It's been a great 2 days over here. We've seen some really nice battles, Frank, some good horses, a lot of fast times, some fast finishes. They've done a great job with the track over here today, too. Very nice and fast, in good condition. I know that infield where the football stadium is, I think they can use some cool weather and some rain. That thing's pretty dried out, so.
3 on, I need one more needed.
Looks like one of the horses is out. Now 2 have made it to the track. 3 are now out.
Last horse is coming on the track. Last horse is coming on the track. We'll do a post parade as soon as you all gather each other up.
Three of them are out, still waiting on, and here comes the 4th, number 3, Uncle Joe, the last one out. So we'll get them all ready to go.
Get them assembled in front of the grandstand, get a post parade for you, and probably bring you this 7th race fairly quickly. My next broadcast will be Friday at Burton. It's a great place to be. If you're local and you're up there, please stop by. I think we have a 4:30 post. Me and Frank will be back together at Canfield on Saturday, and here's your post.
Post parade for race 7, a free-for-all trot. Number 1, Kahlua Mudslide, owned and trained by Mike Sowers. Roy Burns gets the call. Number 2, MJ's Liberty Valance, owned and trained by Doyle Bross. Brady Clemens, your leading driver on the 2024 fair. Number 3, Uncle Joe, under lease to Shelby Cheadle. Shelby does the training and the driving. And number 4, Father Time, owned, trained and driven by Mike Lowe. That's your field for the free-for-all trot. The finale here on the 2024 Noble County Fair. Get your wagers in. Don't be shut out. It is, but that's the difference between the new and the old ones. You don't hear that on the newer ones. It's a trotter, so he probably needs a big bite. They all sound like that. Yeah. Hopefully not. I don't think I need these. I'll probably get those, right? If I need these on this race, final call to wager here on the 7th race as the starter calls the trotters to the gate. Take Kahlua, Mudslide, and Roy to close out the meet.
Yeah.
It sounds really good right now. Midway through the turn, they're approaching the head of the stretch for the finale. The 7th race, free-for-all trot. Close us out on the 2024 meet here at the Noble County Fair. And here they come. They're off and trotting all but the 3. Uncle Joe made a break. From the outside, Father Time also made a break. So off stride the 4, off stride the 3. Up front, we have Kahlua Mudslide slinging it with MJ's Liberty Valance there. Side by side as they head to the back stretch, now back trotting. And 3rd is Uncle Joe, trying to gather himself back up as Father Time in 4th. He's got a lot of time to work with as he's in last. They go by that opening quarter. It's Kahlua Mudslide. 29-4. The free-for-all trotters are on a mission here. Kahlua Mudslide and Roy Burns showing the way. Brady Clemens, your leading driver here on the 2024 fair at the Noble County, is MJ's Liberty Valance in 2nd. Shelby Cheadle in 3rd with Uncle Joe. Trying to close that gap up from 4th is Mike Lowe and Father Time as they come in front of the stands. Shake hands with the fans for one final time. It is Kahlua Mudslide by 2.
1 flat.
1 minute flat to that half. MJ's Liberty Valance 2nd. 3rd, about 2 lengths back, is Uncle Joe. And you got about 20 to 30 yards back and forth to Father Time as they motor back around that last 3rd turn and head to the back stretch for one final time. It's Kahlua Mudslide with the lead. MJ's Liberty Valance, a tight pocket sitter, now 2nd. 3rd, Uncle Joe, about 3 lengths back of the pair. Up front, way back to Father Time. 1 30-1 to 3/4. Kahlua Mudslide. Man, that sounds good on a hot day like this. Kahlua Mudslide with the lead. MJ's Liberty Valance comes to call on the outside, and they're going to do battle down the boulevard of broken dreams. Kahlua Mudslide. MJ's Liberty Valance with one final surge. MJ's Liberty Valance getting up for Brady Clemens. Kahlua Mudslide second, Uncle Joe third, Father Time fourth. 2 minutes and 3/5. Giddy up.
Three ticks off of the track record. The track record was 2 minutes
flat.
2 minutes flat. Just misses the track record by 3/5.
They were racing hard. Khalil Mudslide, Roy Burns did everything he could today. Seized the lead. Well-rated mile. MJ's Liberty Valance sat right on that bumper. Top of the stretch, peeled off and said, let's race. And then race they did. But nice drive again by Brady Clemens. Had a very nice meet over here. He walked away with the dash title for the drivers. A professional effort by MJ's Liberty Valance. 2-1-3. Uncle Joe did make a miscue at the start, but got back down trotting. It does hit the board, picks up a check today for Shelby Cheadle.
And here's one for you, Don. Do you know who held that record? Father Time.
How about that?
Father Time held the record.
All right.
Was in this race.
Pretty cool.
For winner, Uncle Joe third, Father Time fourth, 2-1-3-4. The barber pole, as they say in the rundown. Exact order of finish is your top down. 2 minutes, 3/5, your final time here for MJ's Liberty Valance.
Here comes the golf cart with owner Doyle Bross, his wife Mary Jo, who is the breeder of MJ's Liberty Valance. Big thumbs up.
Close out the meet here, Brady Clemens, the winning driver. 5 victories in 2 days for Brady. Good job, young man. Getting the job done here with MJ's Liberty Valance, 7-year-old Brown Gelding by Wishing Stone over the striking Sabra Mare Taveta. Owned and trained from West Portsmouth, Ohio by Doyle Bross. Brady Clemens, the winning driver. MJ's Liberty Valance's 25th victory. Taking the mile today, 2 minutes and 3/5.
So there you go.
Your official prices here for race 7.
MJ's Liberty Valance, $323. 2-1, a trifecta, 2-1-3, $18.60. Your exacta was refunded. Your exacta refunded.
Well, MJ's Liberty Valance is enjoying staying in that winner's circle. Now we'll head back to the barn. So there you go.
The 2024 Noble County Fair. Special thanks to all our sponsors, including...
There you have it. We had great 2 days of racing, Frank. We saw a lot of good action, some good finishes, saw some good horse flesh, and some future stars of the sport. So thank you for joining us. That wraps us up. For Frank Froz, on behalf of the OHHA, this is Don Tiger. Thanks for riding along, and we will see you again on another broadcast soon. Good night.
This has been Ohio County Fair Racing. Ohio County Fair Racing has been presented by Midland Acres, thestable.ca, Dublin Valley Farms, Big D Tack and Vet Supply, and the Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center. Ohio County Fair Racing is a presentation of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association.